What's going on, guys? It's Monday after the long Easter weekend. A little bit tired today. Definitely ate too much. Maybe drank a little bit too much too, but you gotta enjoy yourself sometimes. We're going to a service call with one of our bigger customers today. They complained saying that their server room, one of many they have, is 90 degrees. They have two systems in there, AC 5 and 9. Never actually been for a call on these systems before, so this will be something new and interesting. But one of them's blowing breakers at the outdoor unit, and the other one's circulating, 90 degree air because it's not cooling. So we're gonna check that out. I'll bring you guys along. All right, here's our systems, AC 9 and AC 5 side by side. These are refrigeration condensers. I guess they're using them for air conditioning, but I think I found the first problem. Compressor harness unplugged. I don't know if it's burnt up or blown off yet. So that's gonna be a big problem. That's probably our breaker. As for AC 5, it's on standby, so we'll check it out. Ouch. I don't like the design of these. These are ridiculous. Wouldn't want the wind to catch that. It'll come down like a guillotine. Okay, so somebody's already shut the power off to the machine. What can we see here? We have oil stains. Yep, it looks like this terminal here has blown apart. I'll bring you guys in a little closer to check it out. Let's see if our breakers tripped downstairs. That was their major complaint. Looks like we still got power here. Okay. We're gonna keep going, but here's the section I was telling you about. If you can see that. All burnt up. There's oil here, black oil near the compressor body. My guess right now is that this compressor is cooked. We're gonna ohm it out and just see what the windings look like. Okay, so we're setting our meter to resistance, ohms. All right, we're gonna ohm out these pins here. Oh, one of them is totally blown off. Look at that. Oh my God. Yeah, this compressor's done. You can pull it right off. Look at this. Shouldn't have that. I wonder if this system lost its charge too. There's a big hole in the actual terminal block of the compressor. I don't think we're saving this unit today. I guess we could check if there's any refrigerant left in the system. I'll grab my gauges. No need for our meter now. So that's our issue with AC 9. Let's see what the charge looks like inside. I mean, not that it's gonna be good to use anyways. When you have a burnout like this, you usually have to replace the entire system's refrigerant charge. We're gonna have to clean the system out as well. Might have to run a flush kit through it, depending on how bad the burnout was. We're gonna need filter dryers as well. Let's see the charge. All right, so to check our pressure on this system, it's actually pretty straightforward. These are service valves here. These are not what you'll find on your standard at-home AC. They usually use Schrader's. Same idea as what you have in your car tire. These here, you have to back off your cap and take your access cover off. And make sure you loosen your packing on these always before you actually use the stem here. So we're gonna set our gauges up, by the way. Any of you young guys here, don't make fun of my gauges. I like the old school ones. I don't have digital gauges. So we got our low side gauge. We're gonna install it here on our service fitting. And this stem here, you're gonna turn this clockwise. So you're gonna front seat this just a crack. And that should register pressure in the system, which we do not have. So this terminal here has blown right out. The whole system lost its charge. And this compressor is definitely gonna have to be replaced. So there's our AC9 call done. Let's see if we can tackle AC5 next. So I'm guessing the customer facility maintenance on site has already shut off the power for AC5, because that's why it's not coming on downstairs. But this is kind of concerning. So our low pressure control here, as you can see, has oil. I hope this doesn't have minimal charge in it. None of this is looking good right now. There's oil on our suction piping, oil on the base of the unit. Let's throw our gauges on, turn the power on, see what happens. We're gonna repeat process here, just like the other unit. Like I said before, always loosen the packing before you throw gauges on. Okay, we're gonna crack this stem. Like I said before, all you need is like a quarter turn. And this system is registering pressure, as you can see. So let's turn the power on and see what happens. Let's go. Power's on. Hasn't registered anything yet. Let's check our high pressure switch. We're good there. Might be on a delay downstairs. We'll give it a second. Okay, here's our controllers in the basement. As you can see, the room's almost 30 degrees Celsius. Air handlers up in the ceiling. Both of them are on. At least we can run the fan on AC9. Get a little bit of air circulation in here. AC5 is on, but we have no cooling. These are funny little thermostats here. I don't exactly know how to adjust them either. That's a problem. They might be off a building automation system. So let's assume that it's already set for cooling. Okay, so we waited a couple minutes, nothing happened. We had to open the electrical panel. We're gonna see if we have power to our system. Let's get this in a good spot here. We definitely have power to our condenser. Check across. Yep, there's our 204. Well, unit's 208, that's fine. We have a fuse here. It doesn't look like it's blown, but we'll check. Fuse is good on both sides. It's been about 10 minutes. Nothing's really changed with this unit. We have power. We're gonna bump this contactor. That sounded terrible. That compressor sounds like it's seized. That did not sound good. Oh, there we go. It's starting to come down now. So it is pulling down, but let's just see what happens when we temporarily run this. Okay, so now we have our discharge gauge on, or our high side of the system. Looks like we're okay. I mean, our head pressure's a tiny bit low, but I do think these condensers were just cleaned out. All right, we have success. So what ended up happening was this high pressure controller right here was tripped, and I tried the reset earlier on, but I guess it was getting stuck. So that's exactly what was going on. I don't know if they lost power, if that condenser fan motor might be on its way out, but for the time being, we're up and running. And I might actually put a price together for the customer to have a leak check and repair done, because as I said before, there's oil all over this fitting here on the base of the unit too. And the coils look clean. Airflow, you can feel it through the system, or the coil, sorry. So that's great. We'll keep an eye on this machine and see if it can pull the room temperature down, and we'll watch the pressures for a bit. All right, so it's been about half an hour. Our system's up and running. Everything's looking pretty good. Our pressures are almost spot on. So this is 410A refrigerant. Let's go downstairs and check our room temperature. All right, so after half an hour, we're already down 5 degrees. We have AC5 up and running. That was the one with that stuck high pressure switch, I guess you could say. And AC9, the fan's on just to get some circulation. We're gonna quote the customer a brand new compressor for AC9. And we're gonna need refrigerant, we're gonna need dryers, and there's gonna be a decent amount of work going into the system. But for the time being, AC5 is up and running. And I do think this room will be down at set point in another half an hour or so. And then for AC9, we're gonna need the model number, serial number of the outdoor unit. We already know it's 410A refrigerant. The system charge is unknown. And we'll probably need compressor details just to make sure we order the correct stuff. All right, so that's a wrap for today. AC's working, well, one of the two. Customer's happy. Well, maybe outside of the compressor bill they're gonna receive in the near future. But if you guys enjoy this kind of content, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll check you guys later. Happy Monday.